Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special event, the one and only Edhuru birthday special that we've all been waiting for. Today isn't just about gunfights and chicken dinners, it's a celebration of our guy Edhuru, who's not just a grinder but also a beloved force in the community. So we've got a $100 up for grabs, a cracked lobby full of fraggers, and three brutal maps ahead. Let the bullets fly and let's celebrate this day the only way we know how, with style, sweat, and full send action. Alright, so kicking things off with the one and only Erangel. It's like the OG, the map where every zone is a gamble and every rotation is a risk. The other birthday special starts here, so best believe the teams are coming in hot, not just for the $100 prize pool, but to kick off these things for this birthday bash in dominating fashion. Alright, so let's head on straight on to Erangel. We can see the plane pathway has already been established all the way from Stalboy to Primorsk. A lot of teams will be heading towards the northern side of the map, as you can see. Do drop your early predictions and to whom you think might be able to secure the early chicken and the first knock. Let's see if your predictions will stay slick throughout though. We can see a couple of teams heading. I think most of the teams are heading towards Rozok, Pochinki. A lot of teams are heading towards Talba. I mean, just one team in Talba. My bad. Alright, so you can see there could be some early clashes along in the sides of Rozok. I believe around Gatka and also around Jojpur, if I feel like the teams might be heading towards that direction. Almost all of the teams have landed to their destinations and are pretty busy looting around. I mean, in a map like Erangel, you gotta make sure that loot is all set. Right, so there we go, guys. The very first knock, it is a vehicle knock. And ooh, look at, hello. What's with the toxicity? Alright, so you can see a lot of teams are being chased around in vehicles, literally. Right, so with that, guys, OTF Esports have secured one elimination point early on itself. You can see Nabite, if that's the name. Alright, getting a knockout here against Team Para. And feels like they're not going in for a rush, are they? I mean, they could have, though. It was just one guy. Right, so here comes another squad's member as well. Eddie, if that is the name. So here comes a spray by Nabite. Would he be able to connect any of the shots? Well, almost a half quarter of his health is off though. And here comes a OTF. Oh, look at OTF literally right behind the tail of Teddy. Teddy somehow manages to escape, but let's see for how long though. And Scarl's ammo is gone. So he has just one dagger. He decides to throw the dagger as well. I mean, anything could be of use at this time. So, meanwhile, we can see a fight happening around in Gatka area as well. Meanwhile, we can see OTFs might have some fights with the UNXs. You can see one hit. Alright, they've already, you can see DCM Edhuru has been eliminated alongside as well. But the boy, alright. Let's see if who's able to here the first chicken early on itself. We have 21 teams left, guys, and we can see IRCs have already conquered 2 elimination points. UNX is going against the OTFs right now. Down goes low pack. Just 3 men standing. Will it be the OTFs or will it be the UNXs, guys? Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are supporting for. Here comes Doc. Alright, so Doc heading straight into the layer of the UNXs. Here comes a shotgun. These names are so weird, you know, like Ligger or is it Tiger? That's Ligger. What does Ligger mean? Anyways, not my business. Alright, so we can see Doc sort of playing it safe around here, making sure that he has the exact right about as to where the opposition teammates are. And down goes Nabita, so right, let's see. OTFs better bring up something up in their sleeves, or else that'll be the end for them. Here comes OTF's Doc, rushing straight in with a shotgun. And down. Ooh, that was a lovely shot. And down goes Gojo, guys, securing the kill as well. And here comes Liger, so it's gonna be a 1v1 situation here. Will it be Duck or will it be Liger the Tigger? Alright. Let's see, guys. Here we have the perfect wave to see what sort of a 1v1 situation we're gonna have. And see Liger sort of staying safe behind bushes. And here comes Teddy to his rescue. And so the rest of the teammates. Obviously, Gojo has been taken out early on, so you can see Teddy going in for his teammates' help and literally ambushing Team OTFs. Nabite has been revived. It's a DBS, guys. DBSs are so deadly, isn't it? Sometimes it's annoying, but then again, if you are able to get a couple of knocks, well, it's not that annoying as you thought it would be. Right, so we can see Teddy literally rescuing Liger away from the fight that was about to happen. Feels like they want to play it safe, but regardless, keeping their teammate right behind them. Right, so if you take a look at the leaderboard, we can see at the very top stands IRC and OTFs with 2 elimination points each, and UNXs with 1 elimination point. So let's see, guys. None of the teams have been eliminated early on. Have IRC, OTFs, RLX, Mavericks, S13s, 1B, Mafia, DCM, VEs, EQZ, DDX, DMTN, VIP, SRJ, VX, 2D, is it Reborn? UNX, EQX, ENC, ARK, and Para. Let's see which one of these teams would be able to rise above the chaos and secure the first early chicken dinner for the day. Right, so let's not forget to give a huge birthday shout out to our guy Edhuru for making this event happen, and also wish you the happiest birthday, everybody. Make sure that you know your days are blessed as any other day. Right, so in just a minute left for the zone to close in for stage 2 as well. None of the teams are literally fighting at this moment. So let's take an overview on whereabouts of the teams. Close view into the map. Alright, so there you have it, guys. EQXs against the DDXs, and you can see through the map a lot of teams will need to make it safely into the safe zone as well. You can see S13s might most probably get into the 1B's layer, and there would definitely be sort of like an issue when it comes to getting into the zone, since you know it is a bridge right around the corner, and bridges could be camped. Obviously, we can see a couple of knocks being happening here. DCMs against DCMs. Am I reading this card? Okay, never mind. Alright, so let's see what Catwoman is up to. Let's see what sort of hot powers she might have. Right, so we got the Decimation DCM versus the DCMs, and we can see we are still left with 21 teams and 78 remaining, guys. DCM EQZ, sorry, my bad, tongue twisting. EQXs were able to secure 1 elimination point so far, and 1 hit IRCs going straight into the RLX's layer. Let's take a closer view in what on earth chaos is happening here. You can see RLX is chunky. Zilla, Sana, and Tabs being able to secure 1 elimination point, and here comes IRC. It feels like they are going safely into another direction. You can see Tabs with his spray. Feels like, you know, they're not gonna go into a early fight right on, other than the elimination point that they secured already. Right, so still at the top of the leaderboard stands OTFs and IRCs with 2 points each, RLXs with 1 point, EQX with EQX, yes, with a point, and UNX with a point as well. The rest of the teams do have more time left to secure elimination points, given that we have 77 remaining still. We got TLQs, Victory X's over here. Right, so and OTF's Doc has been knocked out and wiped completely off the game as well. So just 2 men standing for Team OTFs. Down goes Nabite as well. So last man standing. Let's see if he's able to do some sort of hidden tricks in his leaves. Right, so Team Dominations and OTF Esports. Let's see, identity. Little trouble, guys, and here comes a spray. This is 1v1 and down goes Teddy as well, and he come across a technical issue. Well, never mind. Alright, so identity was able to secure an elimination point, and that leads to a total of 3 elimination points for Team OTS, regardless of one man standing. I mean, one could be dangerous as well. So we can see GG is going against 1B simultaneously. VE Surge over here. Right, and we can see Praise VE situation, guys, and amazing. Let's see who's able to make it out of the chaos right here. We got Pega, we got Tatu, Josh, my bad, Mute. You know, I've used to always misspell it as minute. Like I literally thought it was minute, but seems to. I mean, it was just yesterday I realized it was Mute. Anyways, moving on to the next team, we got DCMs. One of their members were already taken out, and S13s over here. The DCM versus EQXs versus the S13 down. What an amazing exposure shot over here, guys. Let's see if Nigesh is able to keep up with the momentum. He actually did, and here comes Catwoman. If he's able to do this 1v1, and he does it, guys. Amazing. Well played by Nigesh. Well done. Bravo. And with that, he was able to eliminate Team EQX. A 1v4 situation. Amazing. Right, so with that, guys, the very first team to be eliminated would be EQX. So let's see which team would be able to follow up with EQX back to lobby. And our Alexis against the GG. The mouse is literally in pain because a lot of fights are being taken over right now, and we are just in stage 2. Look at that. Knocks after knocks, kills after kills, and with that, Team ENC has followed EQX's off the doorstep. And with that, guys, we are with 19 teams left and just 61 alive. MAFIA is very rigorous today. Alright, so with that, guys, one hit Shadow IRC is going against the MAFIA, as you can see. Our Alexis sort of occupying this space over here already. Meanwhile, we can see the DDX is moving about, and yeah, we got the IRCs. Was that a fist? Alright, so IRCs and Arlex Dilla has been wiped off as well. So IRC's last 2 minutes, and last man standing Shadow. Would he be able to do something? And yep, let's see. Shadow is last man standing for Team IRC, and here comes his S12K Showers and S12K. Let's see who will be able to secure and make it out alive, guys. Right, here comes the rush against Shadow from both the sides. Down goes another MAFIA gang, and here is the last man standing, guys. Will it be a 1v1 situation, or will it be? It's 2v1, I believe. Let's see, and right, so Shadow isn't giving up easily either, and there we have it, guys. What a beautiful nade by MAFIA's Cyrax. So with that, guys, Team VIP has been eliminated, and Team IRC has been eliminated as well. IRC, however, were able to secure 7 elimination points. Well done. So at the top of the leaderboard stands IRC with 7 eliminations, following it up with our S13s with 4 eliminations each, and the VEs with 4 eliminations as well. So you can see EQZs over here. And down goes Swaggy by VE Wiki. We are down to just 17 teams and 51 remaining. Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. So Swaggy is fortunately being able to be revived by T4. So let's see, VEs are, however, standing on the upper ground, giving them the pure advantage. Literally a pretty ambush here by the VEs, guys. Look at that. From every corner, and down goes Wiki. Let's see if they're able to secure the elimination point as well. Right, so we can see decimation. I'm so sorry, I'm having a little bit of technical issues, I believe, from my end, so I'm unable to have a clear view on what is actually happening. So you can see the VE surge is over here. With that, guys, DCMs have been eliminated as well. Right, so let's see, guys, who would be able to secure the chicken dinner for the day early on itself. Right, so with that, guys, DMTN team has been eliminated as well. VE surge literally dominating halfway here. Alright, so we are back on track, guys. Welcome back. There was a quick technical issue over there, but rest assured everything is fine. So we can see MAFIAxSECTION in a huge brawl over here against the MAVERICKS, I believe. Guys, will it be the S13s or will it be the opposition's MAVERICKS? Let's see. Jana with his nades. Now we all know how powerful Jana's nades would be, but unfortunately he was able to take down his own teammate there. Right, so let's see if he's able to connect any of the nades towards his opposition. The last man standing for MAVERICKS, and down goes Jana by MAFIA Nigesh again. Nigesh is literally dominating the fields by himself, guys, over here. With that, he was able to secure 5 elimination points and Rios with 2. That leads to 7 elimination points in total. And that gives them the opportunity to rise above the chaos as of now. Tentatively though, tentatively minded, tentatively, right? So following it with S13s would be RLXs with 5 elimination points. And VE surge with 4 elimination points. As you can see, TLQs are going very aggressively over here. And down goes Sham, guys. So 2 of the members have been taken out to either Nox or the zone. So Zombie last man standing should be able to revive them in time. Else it will be the end for him. And DDX's Psycho, what a beautiful spray by Psycho going against the TRFs. Mafia against Satu in his last quarter of HP. Pyrax with his nades here. Could he be able to connect any of the nades? This question. Here comes Cyrex into a rush, and down goes one of the members of the opposition. And here comes a rush by Cyrex with his S12K. Would he be able to connect it to his opposition member though? Right, so we can see team X's have been eliminated, ARKs have been eliminated as well. Right, so okay, so moving on, we can see team DDX's esports over here. I'm so sorry. I think I'm facing a little bit of a technical issue over here, but like I still blame it the weather though. Right, so we are back on track, and you can see one hit RLXs over here eyeing over the opposition's MAFIA. Spray going over here by Tabs. And right, so we can see RLX's Tabs was able to secure a knock over here. And Team Mafia has been eliminated with 4 eliminations. So we are down to just 10 teams and 29 remaining, guys. Let's see, do drop your early predictions as to whom you believe might be able to secure the early chicken itself. So you can see OTF's last man standing identity is still alive. How on earth was he able to make it out alive so far? Right, so I feel like Tabs has sort of like an idea that identity should be like someone should be around here, but like he's not so certain. But right behind him there's a team as well. He has to be very vigilant. So you got the DDXs. Look at this, guys. RLXs, DDXs, and OTF solo man standing as we go. And here comes a spray by wires, and down goes Tabs. That came out with an accent, sorry. Anyways, right, so with that, guys, VE Roy was able to take down Para Manish as well. So you can see RLX is Chunky in his last health. And down goes Chunky. So last man standing for RLX. Now let's see if he's able to do any, pull up any tricks up his sleeve. And Team DDXs have been eliminated simultaneously. Team RLX has been eliminated as well. And we've got the VE Surge over here, literally dominating the fields as of right now. Right, so we can see, if you take a closer look at the leaderboard, you can see S13s with 7 eliminations, VEs with 6 eliminations, EQZ with 4 SRGs, and 2Ds with 2, UNX with 2, and OTS with 3. So let's see, guys, who would be able to thrive and take the chicken dinner home early on. So you can see VE Josh has been eliminated by GG Sim. GG is literally crashing into the Surge's layer, and here comes Identity as well. Right, so we can see a lot of nades being thrown over, a lot of smokes being thrown over, and here comes Pega. And with that, guys, Team 2D has been eliminated. That leads to just 5 teams remaining. Let's see who's able to rise above the chaos of it all. Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you believe would be able to secure the chicken early on. So, it's a pretty decent circle. We've got a lot of locations where the teams could actually hold on to. There's a lot of ridges, there's compounds as well, so teams could actually utilize it to their own benefit. We got UNX's last man standing Liger as well. And right, so let's see, who are you rooting for, guys? Will it be S13s, SRGs, VEs, EQZs, or will it be the UNXs? Just 5 teams remaining, guys, and just 5 seconds left for the zone to close into stage 6. Now mind you, stage 5 is pretty damaging, it's critically damaging. And into stage 6, that's when everything's about to happen, guys. And down goes Liger. We are down to 4 teams, S13s, SRG, or will it be VEs or EQZs, and Nigesh has been eliminated, the powerhouse of S13. Let's see if he's able to be revived, or will that be the end for Nigesh. And Mafia's S13's pure aim eyeing over any opposition threats over here. So we are down to just 3 teams, guys, S13, VEs, and EQZs. Who would it be to rise above the chaos and secure that chicken dinner early on? So Rio's over here, and Nigesh has been revived. Right, so let's see, guys. Now I feel like, S13s and EQZs are literally having the advantage to themselves, given that all of their team members are alive, so that gives them more advantage to proceed without any failure. We can see S13s are sort of in the open here. They better be careful, because there's literally no sort of asset, no sort of physical asset to keep them covered or protected. So EQZ, and down goes pure aim into a beautifully executed nade by the EQZs. And pure aim has been eliminated, I believe. He comes back straight into the layer of the VEs. Right, so we can see S13's going straight into VEs as well. What on earth is happening, guys? And here comes a nade by Roy. Would he be able to connect it to Nigesh? And Nigesh has successfully gone right into the compound. So here comes the zone as well, and a minute left for it to close into stage 6. And here comes another nade against Roy. However, that is not being connected to him. Right, so we can see Chris has been eliminated. 2 men standing for Team VEs. EQZs and S13s are having the upper hand as of now. 3 teams remaining, guys. S13, EQZ, VEs. Who do you think would be able to secure the chicken dinner early on? And with that, VE Roy has been taken out for a Molotov, so last man standing for VE Esports. Let's see if he's able to rise above the chaos, and here comes a rush by the EQZs right into the VE Esports layer, and down goes Zima by a beautifully executed S12K shot. So just two teams remaining, guys. Will it be the EQZs or will it be the S13s? Comes the EQZ seems to be very fearlessly running straight into the layers of the opposition teams, holding on to the safe zone simultaneously with just 9 seconds left for the zone to close in to stage 7, sorry, stage 8. We can see EQZs have already secured 7 elimination points so far. Probability of 54% into EQZs and probability of 46% to S13s. The nades are being thrown, smokes are literally being dispatched into every nook, every corner to sort of dismiss the opposition as to where they could be. I think EQZs are not really aware of where the team oppositions could be. Right, a nade coming right into the S13s. And just 47 seconds left for the zone to close in, guys. Now we are in an open field as well. And down goes Rios by a beautifully executed nade. Here comes a Molotov simultaneously and Venom right in. Escaping through the loophole as well. And down goes Rios just 13 into the play zone, guys. So down goes Mafia Venom as well. So last man standing would be Nigesh. Let's see if the powerhouse is able to do some sort of trick, or will it be a 3v1 situation? Let's see, guys. Let's observe and wait. So here comes Perfect straight into a rush with his DBS and Nigesh. I feel like Perfect isn't really aware as to where Nigesh could be, and down goes Nigesh, guys. So there you have it, guys. Your champion of the match. Let's give it up for LFEQZs. Well done, well played. Well, what an opening match on Erangel. Alright, so with that, guys, EQZ started day 1 with 5x, sharp angles, clean rotations, and a perfect zone hold to snatch the win. This team came in locked, and they've gifted Edhuru a chicken dinner birthday treat to remember. Alright, so let's move on to the next stat. Let's give it up one more time for your winner chicken dinner of the first map, Erangel, Team LFEQZ. So moving on to your winning team stats, we can see Storm with 3 eliminations, Perfect with 2 eliminations, Thifu with 0 eliminations, and Revor with 5 eliminations. So there you have it, guys, your winning team stats with a total of 10 elimination points. Right, so moving on to the match summary, you can see 75 eliminations, 78 knockouts, 11,041 total hailings, 12 grenade eliminations, 41 assists, and 3 vehicle eliminations. A beautifully executed match summary for to start off. Right, so let's take a head-to-head comparison between EQZs and the S13s in terms of damage. Of course, EQZs hold the upper hand of 2,335 damage, simultaneously for knocks as well, with a total of 11 knocks. However, elimination seems to be of as of the same point, 10 each. And when it comes to total points, of course, EQZs holds the upper hand with 20 total points, and S13s with 16 points in total, so a gap of 4 points. Well, in comparison, we can say EQZ has obviously the upper hand in terms of all the factors considered. So let's give it up for your MVP of the match, Nigesh from Team S13 with a total of 6 eliminations, 770 damage, 1 assist, 4 knocks, and 461 healings. Let's give it up for Nigesh from S13 one more time. He was a literal powerhouse. Right, so let's move on to the next stat. Right, so we can see the top players at the very top stands Mafia Nigate with a total of 6 elimination points, Revo with 5 elimination points, Sana with 5 elimination points, Shadow with 4 elimination points, Storm with 3 elimination points. So there you have it, guys, your top players for match 1. Let's give it up for Nigate, Revo, Sana. Well, never mind, that just went off. Alright. So moving on to the match rankings, we can see at the very top stands EQZ with a total of 20 points. S13 with 16, VE Esports with 11, VE Surge with 11, RLX with 9, IRC 7, DDX with 6, GG with 5, UNX 5, Mafia Gang OTF with 4, Team Domination and Victory X with 2 each, Mavericks, DCM, Edhuru and Friends, that's so cute. ARK, Para with a point each, ONEBLOOD, Decimation, Mafia Gang with 0 point each. So we do have 4 matches left. Don't worry, guys. The tables could switch any time. So let's see who would be able to give us a wowzer in the next map. So we can see next up is everyone's favorite or least favorite is Miramar. Right, so while we wait for that, let's hop on to a short, quick, brief break. But before that, I would also love to extend another shout out for our Fresh Maps winning team. Of course, the QZs were able to dodge all those clean rotations and they were able to snatch that win, so wonderfully executed. But like, let's see who's able to grab the chicken dinner for the second map of the day, which is pretty much everyone's or at least favorite map, Miramar. So let's hop on to a quick short break and gear up for our next map of the day. This is Edhuru's paid special birthday bash. Signing off temporarily is your girl JLo. do. Do. ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා. ඩිව් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? Oh, okay. What's up with you? Oh my god. Thank you. Yes? Recent energy perspective, like what me mukade diu kena mang I should have to reply, no? Danna to diu gan there. Well, hello. Welcome back, dearest soldiers, ladies and gentlemen. So, next up, we will be taking chaos straight into the desert. Well, you guessed it right, Miramar. High grounds, long range taps, and brutal open zones await. Now, the grind continues, the stakes are rising, and this one's for Edhuru because every match is part of the celebration. So let's hop straight into Miramar and let's see what sort of chaos we are to buckle up for. But before that, do drop your early predictions on and let us know which team you are rooting for. This is Edhuru Birthday Special Fade and let's see who is able to walk away with that prize pool of $100. Right, so moving on, we can see a plain pathway has already been established all the way from El Azhar to Parthona. A couple of teams heading towards the northern side. I think most of the teams are holding towards the northern side given that, it's pretty advantageous in a map like Miramar. Right, so a lot of teams are heading towards the eastern side of the map. I feel like we could be able to see some early flashes around Sierra, probably around Impala, definitely around Impala, Los Leones. Um, Most probably we should be able to see around in Pecado as well. Almost all of the teams are heading towards their destination, and let's see who's able to strike the very first knock for the second map of the day for Edhuru's birthday special paid, and let's see who's able to secure the prize pool of $100. So you can see the very first circle has already been established, and a lot of teams are heading towards the safe zone early on itself. Meanwhile, we've got teams like who have already dropped into places like Tierra and El Lazar might have a struggle rather coming into the safe zone, given that the distance, and a lot of teams might gatekeep early on at the edge itself. Right, so we can see a couple of knocks has already been taken out. And there you have it, guys. More knocks after knocks in a map like Miramar. That's quite astounding, to be honest. Alright, so we can see a lot of teams are heading towards Los Leones as well. So we can see EQXs heading straight into the enemy's lair with so much of confidence. Let's see who's able to walk away from the chaos, guys. And here comes, and down goes EQX's Rolex. And down goes Vanity as well. Two of their members have already been knocked out, and one has been eliminated early on itself. So let's see, guys. Nafla has been eliminated simultaneously, and they were able to retrieve an elimination points as well. So you can see Para going against the 1Bs. It's still down to 21 teams and 79 remaining, guys. The count may differ with all of the chaos that's about to happen. We can see Vanity has been taken out as well, and YS has been knocked out. 1B's Bradley is literally on fire over there. Knocks after knocks, elimination after elimination. You can see DDX's YS has been knocked out, and Dora has been knocked out as well. So last man standing for Team DDX's. Let's see if he's able to secure the safety for his own team, or will that be the end? And with that, guys, Team DDX's will be the very first team to be eliminated early on for the second map of the day. So Miramar is definitely delivering very astonishing flashes early on itself. So Team DCM was able to secure a total of 4 elimination points early on. Right, so that leads them to be at the very top of the leaderboard tentatively there. Let's see which team would be able to beat them, or will the DCMs be able to keep up with the same momentum. Not many fights might happen early on in a map like Miramar, given that, the distance is pretty much quite farther away from one another. Plus, there's a lot of mountainous terrain for the teams to utilize into their own advantage. Given that, it's gonna be pretty much boring early on itself. But I swear, right after we hit into stage 4 and stage 5, that's when the real game is about to happen. So EQZ is going against the Urbies. Let's take a closer bit. Alright, so we can see IRC may have had a battle of their own early on itself, but we were not able to witness it at that moment. Quite heat of an action here. Right, so Team IRCs versus the EQZs. Team EQZs, one of their members have already been wiped off. Now, definitely IRCs are having more advantage here, given that they're higher ground, plus all of the team members are alive. So let's see what sort of gameplay EQZs are about to pull up here. Will they be playing it safe, or will they be avenging their friends? Death. Storm EQZ's death, rather. Feel like, the opposition teams have literally ambushed every nook, every corner. Right. It's like they're coming straight into a rush against Tifu. Tifu, last man standing, and down goes Tifu as well, guys. So that leads to just 2 men standing for Team EQZs. Let's see if he's able to, if EQZs are coming towards them to avenge their friend's death. Seems like nope, they're sort of head into more safety. So with that, guys, we are down to just 20 teams, and here comes VEs versus DCMs, UMP versus the shotgun situation. Down goes Vicky, down goes Vanity simultaneously as well. Relax has anyways been eliminated early on itself, so let's see if it's a situation between the VEs versus the DCMs. Here comes Minto straight into the layer with a or a UMP, some may call it. Right, so let's see if he's able to thrive and knock here. Here comes Minto, and down goes Minto as well, guys. So that leads to a total of 1 elimination point for Team VE. Well, with a blink of an eye, it just turned into 2 elimination points. So let's see, guys, will it be the DCMs, last man standing, Takuru, or is it Takuru? I'm gonna call it Taki, okay, because it's too long. Anyways, so here we have it, Taki. Trying to play it safe, I believe, not trying to avenge his friend's death early on. Given that all of the team members are alive as well, and that would be very rigorous for Taki to sort of go straight butt into the VE's layer. So we can see TLQs over here. Exa was eliminated early on itself, so it's just 3-man situation. So will it be the Victory X's or will it be the IRCs? I feel like the IRCs are not really aware as to where the Victory X's location is about. I mean, Charm just came with a spray, so obviously now they know where the oppositions are. However, Victory X's are at a very advantage here, and MAVERICKS Asia has been taken off by Shafu, and here comes Dilla Aran left straight into Farah, securing 1 elimination point over here. VE Chris has been taken out, and down goes last man standing for EQX Taki. So Team AQX has been eliminated, guys, and we are down to just 19 teams and 66 remaining. Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. Right, so we can see almost all of the teams are sort of straight into the blue zone, and however they really need to make it into the safe zone to ensure that they hold on to a safer location, given that in a map like Miramar it is quite vital. So you can see Mavericks is in a literally helpless situation over here with Edhuru and friends. Edhuru securing 1 elimination points. Let's give a birthday shout out one more time for Edhuru. Well, a definite happy birthday for him. He should be in a very high spirit over here, given that it is his birthday after all. So right, let's see, the DCMs are holding straight into the upper grounds and heading straight into the safe zone as well. So securing 2 elimination points as well. If you take a closer look at the leaderboard, we can see it was EQXs who were holding so far at the top of the leaderboard with 4 elimination points, but now since they have been wiped off completely, that leads to the rest of the teams to battle it out and secure more elimination points. And down goes Sana by Chris. Here comes the VEs against the RLXs. Sana has been taken out completely. And Dilla rushing into another location to get a more angular clear view. Down goes Viper by the DCMs. DCMs literally dominating the fields today with the second map. And here comes the situation between Chris and Dilla, and down goes Chris by a DBS. It was a double DBS situ, guys. And here comes Vicky to his friend's rescue. Roy as well. Dilla in literal trouble here now, and down goes Vicky as well. What a beautiful DBS shot by Dilla, literally conquering with his DBS. So with that, guys, Chris has been taken off. Vicky has also been taken off. So that leads to just two members of VEs to sort of battle it out, guys. VEs and DCMs. Meanwhile, RLX is right behind their tail as well. Mind you, as long as you hold on to upper grounds or perhaps into the compounds, that's how you would lead a map like Miramar, because you never know from where you're gonna get shot at. It's pretty unpredictable. There could be snipers, there could be shotgunners, there could be literal snakes, even in the mountainous terrain. You just never, you'll never know. So Dima has been taken off by the 80s guys, and that leads to just one last man standing, which is Roy. Mafia S13 is going against the Mafia gang as well, and RLX is sort of eyeing into the DCM's location over here. Right, and with that, guys, Mafia Apex has been taken off as well. Now we clearly saw how dominating the S13s were in the previous map. So let's see if they were able to keep up with the same momentum for this map of Miramar. So S13's pure aim seems to be in the side of the opposition, and with that, guys, EQZ is going against GG's as we speak. And the Surge right behind their tail against GG's as well, and down goes Chunky by Mavericks. So many knocks, guys. I'm unable to read all of it, and down goes our boy Edhuru as well. Here comes a rush to the Mafias by S13s, and down goes Mafia Safu, guys. So that leads to just one last man standing. I believe he is sort of going away from the location to a more safer place. I believe he's trying to play it safe for now. We are down to still 19 teams and 53 remaining, guys. The team count seems to be very stagnant. However, the remaining count seems to be going lower and lower, and with that, guys, Chunky has been taken off as well. God of Team Mavericks is over here. So if you take a closer view at the leaderboard, we can see at the very top stands Edhuru and friends with 4 elimination points. VE's S13s with 4 elimination points as well. Following it up with Surge with 3 elimination points. IRC likewise with 3 elimination points. So there you have it, guys. The DCMs sort of circling, not sure as to where the opposition teams could be. And with that, guys, Thriller has been taken off. Right, so RLX's Dilla being literally dominating over here. Team count seems to be still stagnant with 19, and just remaining count seems to be deteriorating time to time. Not much is happening right now, but with just a minute left with the zone to close into stage 4. Let's see what sort of tricks the teams are about to play out here, guys. We can see DCM sort of eyeing onto the oppositions over here. However, the opposition seems not to be aware as to where the DCMs could be. Right, so with that, guys, Teddy has been taken off by VE Pegar Surge. A newly formed team seems to be very evolving and very formulated at this moment. It's pretty fascinating how teams could formulate newly and how powerful each of these teams are. And we can see it's a literal barbecue house over here. Right, so Nigga shielding over here. We can see UNXs, and down goes the opposition teams for ONEBLOOD. And S13s are able to secure a total of 6 eliminations, paving them to be at the top of the leaderboard. So with just 17 teams left, guys, let's see who is able to rise above the KOs and Mafia gang. Fight against the ARKs over here. A lovely spray by how these names are pronounced, to be honest. So down goes Ryan by Mafia Venom. S13's over here. A literal victory right at their hands. It's 7 elimination points so far. What on earth was happening over here? My eyes literally blinked for a quick second and what on earth is happening here? DCMs versus the opposition team of GG's over here. Team Domination. And with that, guys, Team DCM has been taken off completely, and we are down to 16 teams and 42 remaining as we speak. I feel like I really need to hydrate myself, so I would advise you to hydrate yourself as well because water is quite vital. Wow, that just felt so good. I mean, yapping isn't easy. Alright, so we got S13s heading straight into sort of a compounder here to secure it till, you know, the next zone rushes in. But then again, with that, right about their corner comes GG's as well. Monte is a pretty fascinating place, but then again, it's open area, so you've got to be very very vigilant of your surrounding as well. And the 13s were able to secure 8 elimination points. It seems like the map is too easy for them. Right, so we can see a lot of teams are heading straight into the safe zone as we speak. We can see V is in literal danger with the Mavericks, guys. Look at that. A last man standing for VE. Right above the chaos with the Mavericks. I feel like Mavericks are really where Roy is. We're not quite certain. So you can see EQZ's last 2 men standing, trying to play it safe around here. Now the map seems pretty much worthy because it's just one part of the map is covered with all of the teams, and meanwhile the rest of the parts of the map is quite empty, so that gives more opportunity for teams to sort of locate themselves into safer locations. And with that, Team VE has been eliminated, so we are down to just 15 teams and 39 remaining. Guys, do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. Right, so not much is pretty much happening at the moment, but with just 33 seconds left for the zone to closing to stage 5. Now that's when the real chaos is about to be built, guys. Let's see, let's wait and watch which team would be able to secure the second chicken dinner for the day. We can see Mafia against Apex with a spray over here, and Nikesh once again dominating. We can see Venom with 5 eliminations already and 9 eliminations for the whole team. Amazing. Right, so let's see, guys. S13 is going against the GG's over here. GG's with just last 2 men standing, Kena and Viper. Would they be able to provide us with a 2v4 situation, or will it be a 4v2 situation? And as we speak, Team Mavericks is one of their team members has been taken out. And down goes Hasia. Alright, so you can see a couple of teams are still into the out of the zone, and they really need to get into the zone to make sure that they are right on time before they hit the stage 5 of the zone. And we can see Dilla here confirming a kill as well, and Edhuru, our birthday boy, right behind the tail of our Alexis. Dilla is not quite certain as to where the opposition team could be, so we're still stagnant with 15 teams and 36 remaining, guys. The team count seems to be very stagnant. However, the remaining count seems to be lowering second by second, and with that, guys, IRC's members are also in trouble. We can see there could be some early potential clashes amongst Mafia and team which is right above the corners of them. So we can see GG's heading straight into the IRC's location here. With that, hate has been taken off, and down goes Azlan, if I'm correct. I'm not able to read names properly. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced it. and the 2Ds literally dominating it. One knock after two, knock after three. What on earth is happening with the 2Ds? Right, so we are still stagnant with 15 teams, however, winning count still seems to be deteriorating time to time. It's the last man standing for IRC. Ooh, what a beautiful nade by their member over there. And Mavericks is nading against the OTFs as well. Down goes Team OTF, guys. So we are down to just 14 teams remaining and 31 left. And with that, Team IRC has also been eliminated, wiped off. And we are down to just 12 teams and 29 remaining, guys. Do drop your early predictions on whom you believe might be able to walk away with a second chicken dinner for the day. Would it be the EQZs keeping up with the same momentum, or will any other team be able to rise above the chaos? Great shade. Nigesh has been taken off by Tabs. Two powerhouses going against one another. It too has been taken out as well. Down goes it too. And with that, guys, Team ARK has been wiped off as well. So we are down to just 10 teams and 26 remaining. Team Mavericks has been eliminated as well. Stagnant with 10 teams. S13 is literally dominating the field here, guys. Going against the Surge, Team Surge, VE Surge. Down goes one of the UNX's members, actually three of the UNX's members. And with that, guys, Team UNX has been eliminated, so we are down to 19. You can see Mafia again, OG going straight into the Surges. Like, look at that, look at the map, guys. How many teams are against one another in this tiny little compound? A literal barbecue being... What just happened there? The team was burning, wasn't it? Right, so with that, guys, Team Mafia has been eliminated as well. So that leads to just 8 teams remaining and 20 alive. Last man standing for Team Domination. So many solo men over here, and they're quite deadly as well. Nades been thrown, smokes have been thrown. Whatever the utilities could be utilized is being utilized at the moment. Right, so we can see MAFIAxSECTION 13, Nigesh, Venom, Rios, and Purim having total advantage here with all of their members alive as well. So let's see, guys, let's see what sort of chaos is about to be happening here. And down goes perfect EQZ, so I believe the last man standing for EQZ. And down goes Swaggy as well, guys. So that leads to the elimination of EQZ. They were not able to keep up with the same momentum as expected. And with that, we are down to just 17 and 18 remaining, guys. Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. Right, so with that, guys, we are down to 6 teams remaining now, with Team DNTN being eliminated early on. And we are down to 5 teams now, with just 11 remaining, given that 2D Reborn have been eliminated as well. So we got S13s, Edhuru, RLXs, and Team Surge. Let's see who's able to keep up and secure the second chicken dinner for the day. Now, obviously, the S13s are having a higher advantage given that all of their members are still alive. Here's a spray by Venom. Venom spray is quite venomous as well, just like as his name says. And with that, guys, last man standing for RLX has been eliminated, so that is the end for Team RLX. And we are down to just 4 teams remaining as 13 Surge, Mafia, and Edhuru, ENG. Right, so PRM has been knocked out. Down goes Chatu by Sid, and down goes Josh as well, securing the elimination points. And down goes Rios by Muse. They got literally barbecuing Venom over here. 2 of their members from Team Mafia S13s have been knocked out, and with that, guys, Team Surge has been eliminated, and Team Mafia has been eliminated as well. So we have just two teams remaining. Our Edhuru, our birthday boy, last man standing for Edhuru and teams. Will it be the S13s? Let's cheer it up for our birthday boy and team S13s. Let's see who's able to secure the chicken dinner for your map Miramar. Here comes Nigesh. Edhuru sort of trying to play it safe given that he's the solo man as well. I think Nigesh is able to. Ooh, that was a lovely spray by Edhuru. Right, so with a total of 7 eliminations as well. Edhuru ain't playing easy, guys. You can see he has already scored like 5 elimination points here. And now Edhuru better be very vigilant given that nades could be thrown at him any time. Here comes the one. Oh, that was almost had him. Here comes the rush towards Edhuru. That's gonna be pretty hard. Shotgun with a shotgun situation, and down goes Edhuru, guys. So there you have it, your champion of the match, MAFIAxSECTION S13s. Let's give it up one more time for your winning team, for your second map of the day, S13s. Well, S13s definitely delivered what we all wanted to watch with the powerhouses in their hands. We got Rios, we got Nigesh, we got Purem. All of these members were able to sort of sync to one another, and they literally played it out to their best, making sure that all of the team members were alive at any stake of the day. Right, so let's move on to the next stat. Right, so here you have it, guys, your winning team stats. We can see Rios with 1 elimination points, Purem with 2 eliminations, Venom with 7 eliminations, and Nigesh with 6 elimination points. So there you have it, guys, your winning team stats. Let's give it up one more time for Team S13. Let's move on to the next stat. Right, so moving on to the match summary, we can see 77 eliminations, 82 knockouts, 12,802 total healings, 4 grenade eliminations, and 37 assists with 0 vehicle eliminations. So there you have it, guys, your match summary for Edhuru this special match 2. Moving on to the head-to-head comparison between S13s and ENCs, we can see in terms of damage, of course, S13s have the upper hand with 3,148, 12 knocks for S13s, 7 for ENCs, 16 eliminations in total for S13 and 7 for ENC. Total points, obviously, S13s will be having the upper hand with 26. Let's give it up one more time for Mafia Venom from MAFIAxSECTION 13 with a total of 7 eliminations, 1,116 damage, 2 assists, 4 knocks, 377 healing. So there you have it, guys. The special paid Mafia's S13's Mafia Venom being the MVP for your second. So moving on to the top players of Edhuru this special match 2. At the very top stands Venom with 7 eliminations, following it up with Nigesh with 6, Edhuru with 5, Dila with 4, and Pega with 3. So there you have it, guys, your top players for match 2. Let's move on to the next step. Their match rankings, of course, at the very top stands as 13 with a total of 26 points, Edhuru and friends with 13, Surge with 11, RLX with 9, Mafia Gang with 8, 2Ds with 7, EQZs and Domination with 6 each, IRC with 5, VE Esports and DCMEQX with 4 points each, Mavericks and ONEBLOOD with 3 each, Decimation, DDX, TLQ, Para with a point each, OTF, Mafia Gang, UNX, and DNDxSNG ARK with 0 point each. Their overall standings, guys, stands at the very top S13 with 42 points, AQZs with 26 points, Surge with 22 points, RLX with 18, VE with 15, ENC with 14, Mafia 2D Reborn with 12 each, GMTN with 8, DDX with 7, UNX with 5, EQZ likewise, OTFs Mavericks with 4 each, 1B and VX with 3 each, Para with 2, DCM ARK with 1 each, and VIP with 0. So there you have it, guys. We do have 3 maps left. So the tables have definitely flipped, and we can see a couple of teams have already risen above the chaos compared to the very first overall standings. There you have it, guys, your overall top players. For Edhuru's birthday special, at the very top stands Nigesh with 12 eliminations, Venom with 7, Revo with 7, Pega with 6, and Rios with 5. There you have it, guys. Let's give it up one more time for your overall top players so far for Edhuru's birthday special. You can see match 1 was definitely devoured by EQZs with a total of 20 points and 10 eliminations. Miramar literally being devoured by S13s, the total of 26 points and 16 eliminations. So let's see who's able to walk through the dense chaos of a jungle. Sanhok, obviously, and secure the third chicken for Edhuru's birthday special. Right, so there you have it, guys. Miramar definitely delivered madness as usual, and Team S13s played it smart using elevation, definite third party chaos, and precise praise by Venom to take control of the endgame. They made this desert map their literal playground and sent Edhuru some savage birthday energy with that win. So let's hop on to a quick short break before we hop on to the dense thick of a jungle, Sanhok. Welcome back, everybody. Now it's about to get sweaty because we're heading straight into you know where, the jungle Sanhok. Faced by third parties every second and barely any time to breathe. It's match time, and what better way to keep Edhuru's birthday wild than a jungle brawl? Right, so let's head straight into Sanhok. We can see the plain pathway has already been created, cutting across from Camp Alpha all the way to Kampong. A lot of teams are heading towards um the upper part of the map now itself. Quite a limited number of teams heading towards the southern part. I feel like there could be some early clashes around in Harteen and around boot camp, paradise, most probably around in Kao as well, maybe even in Hainan. Right, so let's see, guys, who would be able to get the first blood, and the first circle has already been established early on itself. Right, so most probably there's definite chance of all right, so as we were speaking, Harteen, a definite chance of a brawl by the DCMs and the Mavericks, as I believe. Right, so let's see, guys, which team would be able to make it out alive of the chaos that's about to happen in Harteen. So you can see the first knock, Mavericks is going against PLQ. I got the surge. Oh, it's the surge over here with the EQXs. Let's see, guys. Surge literally have conquered every nuke of this compound, one step ahead, and it's the end for Team EQX. And here comes Roll. Let's ask where exactly the team members of he is going to seems to be. Well, now he knows, and he's sort of backing away with the shotgun in his hand as well. Minto seems to be skipping away in a very, very far away island, not knowing of the threats that's about to happen to him. What on earth is Minto doing? Anyways. Alright, so we can see Vicky has been knocked out, Dima has been taken completely off, and it's just last two men, Chris and Roy, to do something right now, or else it'll be the end for him. For them. OTF straight into the layer of ESPORTS, and here comes the OTFs, and with that, guys, Team OTF has been knocked out. So there you have it, guys. Team OTF, the first team to be eliminated from the dense jungle of Sanhok, and with that, we are remaining with 20 teams and 73 alive. Minto, what are you doing, bro? Anyways, it's like you seem to be sort of disconnected with his team members. Maybe some sort of personal issue may have come up. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, so let's see, guys. Surge has been one of the team Surge members has been knocked out. And here comes Minto straight into a rush, and he is about to take a 1v1. Let's see, Minto. What sort of use will you be to your team? And down goes Minto, guys. So Josh resumes the last of the team. What a wonderful knock over there. And with that, guys, Team Surge has been eliminated as the second team to be wiped off. So we are down to 19 teams and just 67 alive, guys. Now in a map like Sanhok, obviously there's going to be a lot of fights. There's going to be a lot of clashes, given that the distance amongst one another could be quite limited, so there could be a lot of action early on, even though it could be just stage 1 itself. So you can see the 1B is going straight into the DCMs, and EQZ is going against the UNXs as we speak. Alex Tabs has been wiped away, and EQZs, it's literally ambushing UNXs over here. But I feel like if two of the members are able to go towards the behind of UNXs, that could have been more essential as well. It'll be more efficient to take a team down. So Team UNXs seem to be sort of back in this location, given that it's a very, very early location, as I mean very visible area, and the last man standing for UNX. Let's see, guys. Sifu has been taken off as well, and with that, guys, Team UNX has been eliminated, so that leads to 18 teams and just 58 remaining. So drop your early predictions. Let us know which team you are rooting for. Right, so we can see clash happening between the Mavericks and the last man standing for victory. DBS ain't lying for some literal confidence with the DBS though. He has to heal up, because that'll be the end for him. And here comes a nade from the opposition team. Will they be able to connect it? Well, unfortunately, no. I feel like DCMs has been eliminated, and we are down to 17 teams with just 54 remaining. Here comes a rush by the Mavericks against the last man standing for Victory X, Shams. So DBS versus DBS to you guys, and down goes Sham. Was he not able to witness the guy behind him? Well, apparently not. And with that, Team Mavericks were able to secure 4 elimination points in total, leading Team Victory X's to be eliminated early on. And just as one fight has been taken away, here comes the Mafia Gang's OGs. Will it be a 2v4 situation or will it be a 4v2 situation? I think they're not quite aware that the Mavericks are long gone from that particular location already. And the MAFIAxSECTION is going against the Paras. A wonderful spray by negation. Here he is Venom. A lot of teams having a go, guys, and DDXs versus the 1Bs. EQZs, what happened over here? Last man standing for EQZs is Swaggy. Fanai, and just like that, a team has been eliminated. Talk about Sanhok one more time. And well, let's just pretend we did not see that. We are down to just 16 teams and 50 remaining, guys. Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. And EQZ Aki has been knocked out. If you take a closer look at the leaderboard, we can see at the very top stands 1Bs with 5 points, VEs and EQs 4 points. So the rest of the teams may need to strive harder in order to be ahead of the game. You can see 1Bs are literally being very aggressive in a map like Sanhok, given that, obviously Sanhok is everyone's favorite. Here comes Doom. Doom spraying against with team over here. IRCs, a literal bloodhounds over there, guys. And here comes a rush by ONEBLOOD esports against IRCs. Let's see. With that, guys, Team ENC has been eliminated and Team 1B as well. So we are down to 14 teams. Mind you, we are still in stage 2 with just 30 seconds left for the zone to close in to stage 3. Right, guys. So we are down to just 14 teams and 39 remaining. DECIMATION down goes GG as well. Roy in his last quarter of HP. Chris, Vicky, Dima unfortunately had to be eliminated early on from the team. Right, so Kampong it is, and Dilla. The RLF is going against the EQZs as we speak. We are, however, still down to just 14 teams and 37 remaining. RLF is securing a total of 5 elimination points so far. Well done. Leading them to be at the top of the leaderboard along with the VEs. Down goes Vicky by GG's, and Vicky has been eliminated as well. So that leaves to just last 2 men standing for Team VE, Chris and Roy against the GG's. So will it be a 2v3 situation or will it be a 3v2 situation? Since this is still stage 2, pretty much there's no critical damage in the blue zone. Literally ambushing Roy over here. Let's see what sort of gameplay we're about to witness, guys. Right, so we can see Dude Illa. I'm so bad with pronouncing names. Anyways, Illa, sort of camping over here to make sure that he's able to get a knock, and assist his team accordingly. Like oh, here comes Chris straight into the layer of Ilan. Not where exactly he should be, and down goes Chris. So that leads to last man standing. Down goes Illa as well. Well played by Roy. What a beautiful cover. Let's see if Roy is able to secure his teammate in time, or will he be eliminated alongside as well. Roy successfully rushing towards his team member and reviving him in time. We're still stagnant with 14 teams, however, and just 36 remaining. Ilan trying to slowly creep into his teammate's lair. And just 50 seconds left for the zone to close into stage 4. Now they better rush into the zone, given that we will be heading into stage 5 pretty soon, and that's when the critical damage is about to take place. You can see Simp over here literally eyeing onto his team members, opposition team here. And with that, Illa has been wiped out. So that leaves to just 2 members alive, guys. Team GG's and Team VE's as well. So will it be who would be able to walk away from this 2v2 chaos that's about to happen in Kampong? Will it be the GG's or will it be the VE's? And with that, guys, Jana Mavericks has been knocked out as well. The last man standing, Vicky Sir. Let's see if Vicky Sir is able to keep up with the momentum and go against the oppositions. However, he does make some spare time to revive his teammate in time. And down goes Chris by Sean, guys. So let's see. Last man standing for V is Roy. I feel like there's gonna be a quick rush, and Roy is in the outskirts of the map, literally running away from the opposition, given that he is the last man standing and there's no other option to give. Now the question is, how is he able to go up above the surface level, given that the opposition team is literally overlooking into where Roy's whereabouts are, and Roy in his last quarter of HP as well. Ooh, that is pretty much insane, guys. In his last quarter HP, and he goes to the zone, guys. So with that, Team VE has been eliminated, and we are down to just 13 teams and 32 remaining, guys. IRC is going against the DDXs. DDXs with a total of 2 elimination points. Y is going straight into the layer of IRC. Nades versus nades are being thrown. Let's see if he's able to connect the nade. Well, did not. It's more of like a 3v3 situation over here. Let's see who's able to walk out of this chaos that's about to happen now. The DDX is be better vigilant of their surroundings, given that they're open, and any moment there could be a third party. And down goes DDX's Dora by Shadow. The 2 men standing for DDX is YS and Psycho. That's a definite 2v3 situation over here, guys. Do drop your prediction and let us know which team you are rooting for. So with just 30 seconds left for the zone to enclose into stage 5. And that's when the real chaos is about to take place. Right, so YS, I feel like the IRCs are not really aware of where YS is actually at. Hit in another corner, and Y is literally in another corner. He's giving footsteps right now, so I feel like IRCs should be aware of where YS could be. Literally looking for him, searching for him. And here comes the spray, and down goes YS. Last man standing for DDX's Psycho. Let's see if Psycho is able to avenge his teammate's death, or would it be the opposite for him? IRC's one of the members have been taken away, and let's see if he's be able to revive. So I'm having a couple of technical issues at the moment, but I'm quite not certain as to what exactly is happening around. Right, so we can see RLX's S13s. Just want to address that I am facing a little bit of technical issues at the moment. However, rest assured it will be sorted in a matter of time. So do allow us a couple of minutes to sort of work it out. You can see MAFIA S13s and the EQXs going against one another. Let's see, will it be Rolex or will it be Theorem, guys? To me, S13s are going straight into the safe zone, given that the zone is critically damaging and they really need to ensure that they get into the safe zone with all of their members alive. So that is supposed to be a very wiser decision at the moment. And you can see RLXs against the GGs over here, with just 12 teams remaining, guys. Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. And with that, guys, Mazite has been knocked out. And we're down to 11 teams, with Team ARKs being eliminated early on as the 12. Right, so we're still down to 11 teams and just 28 remaining, which is 20 seconds left for the zone to enclose into stage 6. Now the zone is unbearably critically damaging. The teams must somehow make it to the safe zone to avoid the zone damage. And S13's Venom over here, Rios, has been knocked out as well, with just one elimination point. Let's see, will it be S13's Venom or will it be the opposition team of GG's? Was that a horse? Okay, that was a horse. And with that, guys, Venom has been knocked out by a nade, and the IRCs having a go against the RLXs over here as we speak, and Paras sort of rushing straight in the middle of the chaos. And we're still down to 11 teams, however, which is 27 remaining, guys. Torame has been knocked out and Rolex has been knocked out by Mavericks, and with that, Team EQX has been eliminated. So we are down to just 10 teams and 25 remaining. RLX is thriving here with 5 elimination points early on itself. And you can see Dilla eyeing over the Team Paras, and Team Mavericks has been eliminated as well. And in blink of an eye, we are down to just 17s, and S13s have been eliminated as well. So let's see EQZ, last man standing, Swaggy, if he's able to strive harder for the chicken dinner for the third map, or would it be the complete opposite? And with that, Shadow IRC has been knocked out as well. So we're still stagnant with 17s, however, and just 14 remaining. Now the zone is pretty damaging. 16 seconds left for the zone to close in. It is an open field battle, guys. We've got the GGs, we've got the Mafia against the RLXs. And with that, Team RLX has been eliminated in 6th position. So we are down to just 5 teams and 12 remaining. I must really hydrate myself. Alright. Well, that feels so much better. And IRC has been eliminated. That leads to Team IRC had to be eliminated completely. So we are down to just 4 teams, EQZs, DMTNs, and Para and VIP. Let's see, guys, which team would be able to rise above the chaos and secure the third chicken dinner for the day. Don't drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for the third chicken dinner. So we can see Team Domination's GG Kenan Swaggy in his last HP of a moment as well. Would he be able to survive the zone though? Seems like there's a heal battle going on over here. The teams are not really aware of where Swaggy is. Let's see how much of time he's left with all of the first aids he's using. Will he have enough time? How many packs of medics did you carry anyways? Alright, guys, so moving on. I'm having a little bit of technical issues one more time. Please bear with me as we sort this out immediately. Right, so we can see Team Dominations and Team Para going one against one another. It is last man standing, last HP as well, and yep, with that, guys, Team EQZ has been eliminated as well. We are down to just two teams. Team Domination. Well, I'm still having technical issues, so a little bit of a delay here, guys. I'm so sorry in advance. So we can see Mafias versus the DMTNs. With just 5 remaining, 3v2 situation. Let's see what sort of games we're about to see by Team Domination. Down goes Kinas, last man standing. Well, unfortunately, that is the end. So, there you have it, guys. Your champion of the match. Let's give it up for Mafia Gang. Well done, well played. Winner, winner, chicken dinner indeed. Right, so what an amazing gameplay, guys. Moving on to the stats, of course, there you have it, your winning team of VIP. Let's move on to the next stat. Alrighty, so we can see match 1 being divided by EQs is match 2 by S13, then match 3 by Mafia Gang VIP. So your winning team stats are here you have it, guys. Astro with 1 elimination, Danush with 2 eliminations, Apex with 1 elimination, and GKZ with 2 eliminations. So that leads to a total of 6 eliminations for your winning team. And there you have it, guys. Edhuru birthday special match 3 winning team. Mafia Gang VIP. So moving on to the match summary, we can see a total of 76 eliminations, 77 knockouts, 9,568 total healings, 3 grenade eliminations, 43 assists, and 0 vehicle eliminations. Comparatively, quite a bit lower compared to Miramar and Erangel. Right, so moving on to the head-to-head comparison between DMTN and Mafia Gang VIP. Obviously, in terms of damage, DMTN has the upper hand with 1,565, 7 knocks, 10 eliminations, and 16 points for both teams. That is a quite of a draw there. Now, how quite exclusive is that? 16 points for each of the teams. Right, so let's move on to the next stat. Of course, your MVP of the map. Let's give it up one more time for one hit IRC's Shadow. With a total of 6 eliminations, 620 damage, 1 assist, 5 knocks, and 307 heal. Right, so there you have it, guys, your top players for match 3. At the top stands Shadow with 6 eliminations, Kenna with 4, Dila with 4, and Star with 4, and Roy with 4. So one more time, let's give it up for Shadow, Kenna, Dila, Star, and Roy. Well done and well played, guys. Let's move on to the next stat. So there you have it, guys, your match rankings for the special match 3. At the very top stands DMTN with 16 points, Mafia Gang with 16 points, one hit IRC with 12 points, EQZ with 10, RLF with 9, Para with 7, VE with 6, Mavericks with 5, ONEBLOOD 5, DCM with 5, UNX with 4, Mafia Gang with 3, GG and with 3, DDX and Victory X with 2 each, S13's OTS VE Surge with 1 each, Decimation, Edhuru and Friends DND with 0 each. Better luck next time. Then moving on to your overall standings, we can see S13 stands at the very top still with 43, EQZ with 36, RLF with 27, DMTN and IRC with 24, Surge with 23, VEs with 21, VIP 16, Mafia and 2Ds with 15, ENCs with 14, EQX with 10, Para UNX and Mavericks and DDX with 9 each, 1B with 8, OTF with 5, VX with 5, DCM and ARK with 1 point each. So there you have it, guys, your overall standing so far for Edhuru Birthday Special Match 3. Right, so moving on to your overall top players, we can see Nigesh at the very top with 13 elimination points, Shadow with 10, Dila with 8, Revo with 8, and Sana with 8. So there you have it, guys, your overall top players so far. Let's give it up for Nigesh, Shadow, Dila, Revo, and Sana. Well played and well deserved, guys. Right, so you can see match 1, match 2, match 3 has already been concluded. We will be moving back into the deserted islands, the sandy islands of everyone's favorite, Miramar. Oh, least favorite. Right, so Sanhok endgame was nothing short of chaos, and the winning team definitely stayed calm in the madness, cleared the bush, and played the flank like assassins. So Gritty Jungle win to wrap up an unforgettable match and keep the birthday vibe strong. Let's head on to a quick short break before we gear up into the deserted islands of Miramar. Alright, so welcome everybody. Time for another Desert War Zone. We're back in Miramar, about to go into Miramar, and there's no hiding here. Only clean rotations, long range skills, and mental fortitude will keep you alive. Now, the teams are dialed in, and this match could shift the whole leaderboard of Edhuru's birthday special. Now, we can see the plane pathway has already been crossing a Point Torre and Los Leones. Couple of teams heading towards Militar and Cruz. A couple of teams heading towards Hacienda, I believe. Not many teams are heading towards the northern side. Seems like most of the teams are targeting towards the southern side. I mean, obviously, in a map like Miramar, the first circle usually closes in straighter into the southern part of the map. A lot of teams seems to be heading towards Los Leones. Right now, ooh, look at that! Just as predicted, the safe zone did establish itself. Isn't this very similar to the previous Miramar map, though? The same circle. How coincidental it is. Right, so you can see a lot of teams are heading towards the safe zone already. Right, so we can see, let's see guys, who would be able to get the first knock itself. Not pretty much is happening given that in a map like Miramar, obviously there's going to be a clash in truck stop though, given that two of the teams have already landed here. So will it be the DCMs, Edhuru and friends, or will it be the UNXs, guys? Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. Right, so let's see guys, we can see the very first knock should be able to be established by whoever is being in the highest round. Now obviously, and here comes a spray by DDXs against EQXs. Right, so let's see guys, and 1B Neo, 1B Bradley has been taken out by Para as well, and we can see Edhuru over here. Edhuru has been knocked out. And Edhuru has been eliminated early on itself, and we can see UNX is rushing straight into the layer of Edhuru. DCM, I'm so sorry, I can't repeat the name of this, so I'm gonna say DCMS. Okay, Fu. Right, the Fu is literally right behind the corners of the doors, and I feel like the units are not really aware of where F is, and there you have it, guys. So F has been knocked out, and with that, just last two members remaining for Edhuru and friends. Let's see, guys. So here it is, a nade being literally thrown over, and with that, team UNXs have been eliminated. So there you have it, guys. Team UNX has been eliminated early on, and we are down to just 20 teams and just 73 remaining. Right, so there you have it, guys. We can see Team DDXs and Team EQX is sort of having a go against one another in Los Leones. And see OneBlood's last man standing Doom over here. What on earth is that outfit? Is that a Titan? Well, it definitely is a Titan. Right, I actually thought I was saying things for a second. I feel like the Paras are not really aware of where the opposition team is actually. Right, so we can see Doom sort of rushing straight into the Para's lair. And here it is, guys, Doom in his literal last HP. He had the confidence to rush straight into the layer of paras, and here comes the nades, and every possible utility is being thrown into Doom. And flanking towards his right is Andy, and flanking towards his left is another as well. So let's see if he's able to get a knock here, or will it be the end for Team ONEBLOOD once Doom is down. And here comes the spray, and down goes Doom, guys. So Manish was able to get the knock over there, securing a total of 4 elimination points. We can see DDXs and X's over here sort of playing pretty low and lost Leons. Pretty much nothing much is happening, given that we are still in the first zone, obviously. Stage 1. Moving on to TLQ Victory X's. Right, so we can see Swaggy, EQZ Swaggy, and yep. Let's see, guys. EQZ is rushing straight into Victory X. Pretty much nothing is happening at the moment, isn't it? I mean, obviously in a map like Miramar, stage 1 is pretty much not much of a hassle, given that it's a really big map and not many fights could actually be taken at the moment. So literally nothing to yap at the moment. Right, so let's see, guys. We're still down to 19 teams and 71 remaining. Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. Right, so we can see, I feel like the IRCs might anytime, and overlooking to the opposition teams, and down goes Viper, guys. So with that, we are remaining just 3 members remaining for Team Domination, unless of course they are able to get Viper revived in time. And here comes the rush by IRCs straight into the layer of the knocked out. And here it is, guys. Let's see, will it be the IRCs or will it be Team Domination? Alright, so all of them huddled into literal one compound. DBSs versus DBSs situations over here. Nades and every possible utility is being thrown. So taking an outskirts view of and down goes GG Kenna. Here comes the rush by IRCs. Will it be a 4v3 situation? Will it be a 3v4 situation, guys? Let's take a closer view. We can see Viper. 2 Vipers. That's quite exhausting. Okay. So last man standing for IRCs, and there you have it, guys. And with that, Team IRCs have been eliminated. That was a quick wipeout, though. I mean, obviously, Team Domination were having a advantage, given that they literally had the compound all by themselves. They had it locked in, so a definite advantage for them over there. And with that, they were able to secure elimination points. We can see RLX is going against the VEs over here. Nades being thrown, smokes being thrown, every possible utility is being thrown to one another. And with that, guys, down goes Team VEs. And yep, we are down to just 17 teams and 61 remaining, with RLXs dominating at the moment at the top of the leaderboard with 4 elimination points, along with Edhuru and his friends. Right, so we're still in stage 2 and not much is about to happen. With that, Team IRCs has been eliminated. And we can see S13s over here trying to play it safe, I believe. We do have one more map left. So let's see who's able to win the 4 chicken streak for the day. Right, so we can see at the top of the leaderboard obviously stands Edhuru and friends, Para, RLX, DMTN with 4 points each, and the rest of the teams may need to strive more harder than before, given that, you know, it is pretty much the last map that will come afterwards, and they need to sort of bring their A game out. Now look at that, GG is still in Torre Ahmeda, and a lot of teams needs to get into the safe zone. But the question is how, given that a lot of teams might be gatekeeping the edge of the zone as well. So it's gonna be pretty much of a hassle. Let's see how is it gonna be played out. Right, so we can see our Alexa's tabs has already been taken out. Right, so Sana has been knocked out over here. I'm facing a little bit of technical issues. I once again blame the weather, obviously. Right, so last man standing for Team Alex's Dilla. Let's see if he's able to avenge his friend's death. And ooh, what a beautiful spray! Molly goes knocked, and so does Dilla. And with that, Team Alex has been eliminated with 4 eliminations. So we are down to 16 teams and 58 remaining, guys. OTFs were able to secure a total of 3 elimination points. Right, so okay, moving on to LFEQZs over here. And right, so with just 5 seconds left for the zone to sort of close into stage 3. It's pretty much okay, given that stage 3 is not as much damaging as it is in stage 5. So here has got Sarah going against Edhuru and his friends. A spray that did not connect any of the dots. Right. Still stagnant with 16 teams and 58 remaining. Here comes a spray by MAVERICKS' Sham against Shafu. Shafin is lost health though, and down goes Shafu, guys. Down goes Sham simultaneously. The teams are literally spread into every corner and out in the open field. What on earth is happening? And yes, the last man standing for Edhuru is Izano. It's like Izano is trying to go play it safer. Even all his teammates are no longer alive. So you can see Mafia gang over here. And the 72. Was that a portal? Let's just pretend we did not see that. Anyways, we can see Zombie has been knocked out over here. And so is Sham77. And so 2 of the members are going over to revive their knocked out team members. And here comes Izano straight into a rush. Look at that confidence. This is the sort of confidence we need from players who are playing competitive. And down goes Zombie. Let's see how Joy Boy is able to keep up with the same momentum. Will he go against the nade or will he be caught up to the nade? I am facing so much of technical difficulties at the moment. Low cannot escape. Right, so please bear with me for a couple of minutes till this is sorted out. Where we can see 1v2 and down goes the friend's team just like that in the blink of an eye. Though he had it, he had the confidence in him. He had almost what it had to be in that battle of a moment. So amazing gameplay, guys. Well done, well played. Right, so with that, guys, you can see team MAFIAxSECTION were able to secure 2 elimination points. Now do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. Right, so moving on to team EQZs over here, we can see OTFs having a go against the DDXs, EQZs going against the GGs. Vehicles are literally flying and being toppled over. Alright, so EQZs were able to secure a total of 2 elimination points early on itself. It's still down to 15 teams. Was that a vehicle that was just flying? We did not see that. Anyways, moving on to DDXs are having a battle over here with the OTFs. Now, obviously, OTFs and the DDXs are having proper advantage, but then again, the scenario is it is not in the safe zone, and we will be heading straight into the stage 4th of the blue zone in within just 55 seconds left. Okay, so here you have you guys, OTF rushing straight into DDXs, and down goes one of the team members, and down goes Nasus simultaneously. Pack though, however, is lost HP as well. And with that, guys, we can see this last man standing for DDX's YS. Now he better play it safe if he wants his team to rise above the chaos. They've already secured 2 elimination points. So if you take a closer view at the leaderboard, we can see at the top where it stands DMTN with 4 eliminations and Para with 4 eliminations. Now rest of the teams, most of them have 2 eliminations. But like rest assured, the minute we hit stage 5 of the blue zone, that's when the real chaos is about to happen. So let's see, guys. We got Team Surge over here going against the Mafia again. Decimation. And a lot of teams are literally spread across the map. Let's take an overview of the map overall. EQZ sort of smoking and heading straight into the Mafia's lair, getting a knock over there with the nade. And I wonder why that one particular Mafia gang's member was all alone by himself over there. With just 50 seconds left for the zone to closing, guys. Now the zone could be pretty much of the hassle in the BAM, I would say. And here comes EQZ straight in a rush against the Mafia gangs. And here you have it, guys. Will it be Mafia gangs or will it be EQZs? Now obviously will be a downward stomp. What a beautiful cover by an opposition over there. Third party is being literal everywhere, guys. Alright, so let's see, guys, will it be the EQZs or will it be the Mafia gangs? The rest is still to be seen. And here comes GG simultaneously. What on earth is happening over here? Will it be a 4v2 situation or will it be a 2v4 situation? Drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. And down goes one of the members by a nade. Beautifully executed nade. So last man standing for Mafia. Let's see what sort of gameplay he's about to play. And here comes a shot and down goes Mafia gang. So we are down to 14 teams. With that, EQZs were able to score a total of 5 elimination points. We're still down to 14 teams and 43 remaining, guys. Right, so we can see TLQ's victory X's over here. Now we are down to 14 teams. So which team are you rooting for? SZ, DMT and Surge, Mafia, 2D, Para, or will it be the DDX's, OTF, EQX's, Mavericks, VX, ARK, or DCMs? Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. And here we guys, EQZs versus the GGs, 2Ds. Let's see who is able to, and down goes GGs in a blink of an eye. And there you have it, guys. So with that, EQZs are able to secure a position at the top of the leaderboard with a total of 6 eliminations. Right, so we can see TLQ Victory X, Zombie over here, Zombie and Sham last team and standing for Victory X's. Let's see what sort of gameplay they're about to pull up here. And S13 is having their eye straight locked into the Victory X's. Before the action is about to take place, I really need to hydrate myself. So allow me a brief session to quickly get a glass of water. Damn, it feels so good to hydrate. And here have you guys, Mavericks rushing straight into the Victory X's. Ooh, look at that. And with that, guys, it is last man standing for Victory X. Let's see what sort of gameplay, what sort of trick he's about to pull up here. Right, so we can see at the top of the leaderboard still stands EQZ with 6 elimination points and OTF simultaneously with 6 elimination points. So it's gonna be a battle of the brawl over here. Okay, so a quick clash amongst DNDs, and we got the ARKs and another team. What on earth is happening? Okay, maybe I'm just blind or I'm just seeing things. And with that, EQZs are rushing straight as well, and we got Para ARKs over here, DNDs. Last two men standing. I feel like Mazite is sort of staying low into this location over here. Mini 14 and Storm EQZ, the EQZs over here seems to be going against the opposition teams over here. ARKs. ARKs going against the DCMs. And with that, Mazite has been knocked out as well, and Andy gets caught to a Molotov, literally burning himself over here. And Team DDXs have been eliminated, and that leads to a total of 11 teams to be alive, which is 33 remaining. Here comes a nade by para officials. Andy, will he be able to connect the nade though? Well, he did not. And down goes Hasia by Mintos Mini 14. Still stagnant with 11 teams and 33 remaining. Guys, do drop your predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. The hype isn't there in the live section. Come on, guys. Y'all are watching a special edition of Edhuru's birthday bash. And where's the hype? Do drop your names of the teams that you're rooting for if you really want to watch them to secure chicken dinner. Right, so we can see EQZ is going against straight into the power player, and with that EQ has been knocked out and eliminated as well. It's gonna be a 3v4 situation, will be a 4v3 situation. Let's wait and watch, guys, with just 6 seconds left for the zone to enclose into stage 6. And Hasia has been taken out, Manish has been taken out by Perfect, and Andy has been taken out simultaneously, and with that comes to the end of Team Para. So that leads to a total of 10 teams and 27 remaining, and EQZ is able to dominate with a total of 9 eliminations so far. DCMs, that was pretty close, buddy. Last man standing, he better play it safe. Or is he going straight into a fight? Ooh, look at that confidence. He's straight into a fight now. It ain't easy. Gonna be a full squad over there. I mean, it's 3, but then again, it's a complete squad. So here have you guys, Silent with his DBS. Let's see if he's able to connect his DBS shots over here. And down goes Silent. Well, he did not stand the odds against a 3v1 situation. And with that, Team DCM has been eliminated. That leads to a total of 8 teams and 24 remaining. Right here, so we can see EQZ's Minto being knocked out. Well, that was a prediction. Right, so DCMs are literally having a disadvantage here, given that they need to get into the safe zone, and we can see a team has already gatekeeping the edge of the zone. With just few seconds left for the zone to enclose in as well. You can see S13 having more advantage, and given that all of their team members are alive and that they are in the higher grounds as well. OTS of the members being knocked out, and I'm facing more technical issues. Well, the least thing that I want is what is happening in a fight. Well, bear with me for a couple of minutes till this is sorted out. Right, so we can see OTFE's boys literally dominating the fields of Miramar. Feels like Miramar should be their favorite map or something. Right, so here comes the rush by OTF Esports, Ike, and down goes Ike along with BNPN as well. So we are down to just 5 teams remaining. Do drop your other predictions, guys. Let us know which team you are rooting for. Right, so we can see Minto here, and last man standing for DCM, and we can see Surge over here, Mega, and Chatu. Here comes a nade. Let's see if the nade is able to connect to any of the members. Well, as of now, nope, not yet. Gotta play it safe is the key to here, guys. Now it is an open field, and with that, down goes Team Mafia, and Team S13 is being eliminated simultaneously. So we are down to just 3 teams, guys. Surge, DCMs, EQZs. Let's see. Sorry, EQXs. My bad. Right, so let's see, guys, who would be able to secure the chicken dinner for the 4th map of the day before we head straight into the last map, which is another Erangel, obviously. And yeah, so obviously EQZs are having a more advantage given that 3 of their members are alive and EQXs, which is 1 man alive. So let's see if he's able to give us a proper 1v man situation with the duo of alive. Here comes Storm and Minto. Minto is lost Storm, and down goes Minto. What a beautiful execution by Storm. So it's just 2 teams, and down goes EQZs. And with that, guys, let's give it up for your winning team of the 4th map, Team LFEQZ. What a way to end Miramar. I think this is the 2nd win for Miramar, if I'm correct. Seems like EQZs have a sync with the map Miramar. Right, so there you have it, guys. Your winning team for the 4th map of the day, Team LFEQZ. Let's move on to the stats. So here you have it, guys. Your winning team stats. Of course, Storms with 3 elimination points, Perfect with 6 elimination points, Tifu with 3, Rebel with 5. So there you have it, guys. Your winning team stats for match 4. Let's give it up one more time for LFEQZ for performing a very dominating performance throughout. And moving on to the match summary, we can see 78 eliminations, 80 knockouts, 13,502 total healings, 7 grenade eliminations, 36 assists, and 1 vehicle eliminations. Overall, one of the best match summaries so far. Moving on to the next stat. A head-to-head comparison between EQZs and Mafia gangs Mafia. So obviously in terms of damages, 2,311 to EQZ, 10 knocks and 17 eliminations for EQZ. That leads to a total of 27 points for EQZs and 11 points for Mafia. So in definite, it's quite evident EQZs are heading towards the upper skirt, towards the upper hand of the factors considered. And moving on to the next set, of course, MVP of the map, we've got LF Perfect EQZ from Team EQZ. A total of 6 eliminations, 829 damages, 1 assist, 3 knocks, and 408 heals. Well played and well deserved. Right, so moving on to the next stat. The top players for Edhuru's birthday special match 4 at the very first stands Perfect with a total of 6 eliminations, Revo with 5 eliminations, Snake with 4 eliminations, and Tara No Favor with 3 eliminations, and Sathu with 3 eliminations. There you have it, guys, your top players for match 4. Let's give it up one more time for Perfect, Revo, Snake, No Favor, and Sathu. Well done and well played, guys. Right, so let's move on to the next stat. Alright, so there you have it, guys, your match rankings so far. At the very top stands EQZs with a total of 27 points, Mafia Gang with 11, DCM with 9, Mafia S13s with 8, OTS with 8, Surge with 7, Domination with 6, Mavericks with 5, Para with 5, RLXs and VictoryX, Edhuru and Friends with 4 each, Decimation with 3, DDX with 2, UNX with 2, ARK with 2, V Sports, IRC, Mafia Gang with a point each, ONEBLOOD and GG2Ds with 0 point each. So there you have it, guys, your match rankings so far for match 4. Moving on to overall standings, we'll look at that. The tables have definitely flipped a switch. AQZ is standing at the top with 63 points, S13s with 51, RLX with 31, DMTN with 30 each, Mafia with 26, IRCs with 25, Vs with 22, EQX with 19, ENCs with 18, VIP with 17, 2Ds with 15, Para with 14, Mavericks 14, OTS with 13, UNX and DDX with 11 each, VX with 9, 1B with 8, DCM with 4 and ARK with 3. So there you have it guys, your overall standings so far. So moving on to the next up is the overall top list for the Edhuru with the special. At the very top stands the Rebel with 13 eliminations, Negage with 15 eliminations, Perfect with 12 eliminations, Goody with 10 eliminations, and Dila with 8 eliminations. So there you have it guys, your overall top list. Let's give it up for Rebel, Negage, Perfect, Goody, and Dila. Well done and well played guys. So moving on to today's matches, well, obviously match 1, match 2, match 3, match 4 has been concluded already. Match 1 being divided by EQZs, match 2 by S13s, match 3 by VIPs, Mafias, and match 4 once again by EQZs. So let's see who would be able to dominate the last map of Edhuru's birthday special, the map of Erangel. That and but obviously Team EQZs held their ground like true warriors. The desert heat didn't slow them one bit. They danced around chaos and locked in a second chicken. A beautiful win to light up the birthday board. So one more time, let's give it up for Edhuru for his special birthday that we are celebrating specifically for this paid special edition. So let's hop on to a quick break before we gear up for the last map of the day. Well, hello, and welcome everybody. Let us head straight into another map of Erangel. So, we're definitely back on the battlefield. Well, it is Erangel once again, and this is where the pressure is gonna build and mistakes are gonna cost a lot of lives. The lobbies are heating up, and this is with Edhuru's birthday on the line. There's no room for cold drops. Time to see who can hold it down and rise above the rest. Now, this last map of the day will be determining on who will be able to rise above Edhuru's birthday special paid. Right, so the plane pathway crosses all the way from Novo all the way to Hospital. Very typical pathway lineup, to be honest. So you can see a lot of teams are heading towards Sosnoka, um, Milta. I feel like a lot of teams might head towards Pochinki as well. There could be some early clashes in Sosnoka, that's for sure, and Milta as well. A couple of teams heading towards Pochinki, if I'm not mistaken. And the first circle has already been established in, cutting across all the way from Milta Tower, Solber, Ruins, and Farm. So let's see, guys, which team would be able to secure the first blood for the last map of the day for Edhuru's birthday special. Right, so do drop your early predictions, guys, and let us know which team you are rooting for. We can see there's early clashes. There could be some potential early clashes around in Pochinki, given that a lot of teams have landed to odd drops like Pochinki, Milka, Sosnoka. There's no wonder that these teams are gonna clash. And here you have it, guys. The first knock is the 1Bs in Sosnoka, along with the Mafia gang. Bradley has already been eliminated, so last two men standing. And here you have you guys, Nish rushing straight into the layer of Mafias. The last man standing would be Nish, and down goes Nish as well. And with that, Mafia gang were able to secure a total of 3 eliminations, making them to stand at the top of the leaderboard. And we can see Mavericks is going against the Edhuru and his friends over here. I believe this is in Pochinki. So VEs. Right, so this is around in Milta, and we can see Milta is a bloody pathway all across, and us we are running out in the open like doesn't matter for him at all. Down goes Shaku. Oh my goodness, what just happened over there? And with that, guys, the last man standing for Edhuru and friends is our dearest Fu again. That's a DCMF. Right, so we can see 2 of his members are still, they haven't been confirmed as of yet. One just did. Last man, Edhuru, our birthday boy, is still alive. Let's see if Fu is able to revive in time before he is confirmed as well. Edhuru sort of rushes pretty safely into his friend's lair. And here comes the rush by V. Mavericks is a nade being thrown over. FU is the last of Fu, and down goes Fu. So that leads to elimination of E and C. And with that, we are down to 19 teams and 16 remaining, guys. Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. Right, so we can see para officials and OTFs over here. And meanwhile, we can see VEs going against their positions, somehow securing more elimination points. Literally playing vigorously. VEs and last man standing POC with reactions Joy Boy, and here comes GG as well, and along with that we got DCMs at the back as well. What on heck is happening in Pochinki? And with that, guys, Joy Boy has been eliminated. Now Pochinki, the feeling of nostalgia, the Remember back in the days when y'all used to jump into Pochinki and how covered it was? Like y'all can't literally loot for a bit second either. Feels the same today in Edhuru's special edition. Right, so with the guys team domination, we're able to secure a total of 2 elimination points. Right, so it feels like team domination are heading straight into the layer of VEs. Is this gonna be a mistake given that VEs are literally ambushed from here? And Tina, ooh, that was very well wise way of playing though. And with that GG, team domination going against the VEs last man standing Chris over there, and down goes Chris as well. A beautifully executed ambush by team domination, literally their name stands for it, dominating the fields of Pochinki. And with that, they were able to secure 5 elimination points that leads them to be at the top of the leaderboard. So with just 17 teams remaining and 61 alive. So at the top of the leaderboard, we can see DMTN leading with 5 eliminations, along with it Mavericks with 4 and Mafia with 3. The rest of the teams may need to strive more harder. We are still in stage 1, so we do have 61 remaining as well, so no biggie. Let's see how you're able to score a couple of elimination points, meanwhile maintaining your placement points as well. Now when you're playing competitive, it's very you need to ensure that you play for placement as well as elimination points as well. So let's see guys, OTF going against Paras over here, and down goes no favor by Ike's Bison shots. Ike! Whoa! That confidence. I wish I had that confidence. I'm literally speechless. And here it is, UNXs, OTFs, and Paras. Now the the Paras were literally sandwiched over here. OTFs in the sides and UNX on the other side. And here is Ike rushing all by himself with that confidence. And that leads him to be knocked out and eliminated as well. Identity was not able to secure any eliminations there, so that leads to the end of team OTFs, and we are down to 16 teams and 56 remaining. But wait up, not a second left. Here comes Para straight into the rush against UNXs. Will it be a 4v2 situation, or will it be a 2v4 situation? Given that UNXs have all their members alive, that could be a big advantage for them. Let's see guys, 2 could be deadly as well. Here comes the rush against the Paras by the UNXs. Manish and Soul. And since we're still in stage 1, so it's no biggie. I mean, there's no much of critical damages that could happen because of the zone. And here it is guys, down goes Dojo. Ooh, down goes Teddy as well, securing the elimination points simultaneously. So let's see, last man standing, Devil and Teva. Down goes one of the members of Para, and it is the last man standing, Soul Sir. Is DBS, and down goes Soul Sir as well. Had he been with the other teammate, that would have been another scenario. So unfortunately, Para team was not able to make it out of the chaos. That leads to a total of 15 teams and just 52 remaining. You can see Team UNX leading the leaderboard with a gap of 6 points, and DMTN with 5 points. Pochinki is literally being a ground of Pochinki, guys. Look at that, so many teams in Pochinki. A literal pool of bloodbath over here. It's like, wait a second, am I saying this right? DCM Decimation, just one man standing over here? I mean, one could be deadly as well. I feel like he's trying to play it safe here, given that he is the solo man. Maybe his teammates kind of ditched on him last minute. Poor guy. Anyways, here you have it, guys. So, team domination. Then they're not really aware that there's actually a solo man over here. So, yeah, 7 seems to be sort of playing it safe. In right. Well, that's a quiet moment to witness. All right, you got the moves, buddy. You got the moves. Okay, so moving on to EQZs. EQZs having a go against the EQXs. And here it is, guys. Down goes Storm EQZ. Like he has got last two men standing for EQZs versus the EQXs. Let's see, guys, how Tifu and Perfect are able to battle it out. Storm has been eliminated simultaneously. So we can see EQXs last three men standing over here. And here comes the rush by EQXs, and Tifu are being knocked out. So last man standing, Perfect over here. Smokes are being thrown. Every possible utility is being thrown. Like that rush against Tifu. Oh, this is mind blowing. So much of confidence. And down goes Taki. Here comes Minto, and here comes the other member as well. And Perfect with his DBS shots, and down goes Perfect. He was not able to keep up with the repo. So that is the end for Team EQZ, and we are down to just 14 teams remaining. Mind you, we are still in stage 2, and teams are literally blasting at one another already. So we got Team Surge over here. It's like they're holding on to the extinctional whatever the well, derailed mountains, I would say, because I have no words. What you call this boulder over here. Right, so you can see a spray by Surge's mute. Beautiful. And with that, guys, Josh has been knocked out by Thabs. This is absolute chaos. Now, would you look at how many teams in this open field? And here comes Mute to the rescue as well. So Thabs, just Tana has been knocked out and eliminated already. With something that we did not notice actually. Now, Team Surge could be in danger given that they're in open field. They have no way of running. If one nade is to be collected, it'll literally wipe out the entire team. You can see Mavericks is last man standing here. Vicky Sir is the last man. Here comes the rush. What a beautiful shot by Vicky Sir. Unfortunately, that was no match for Team Domination. They are literally dominating the fields of Erangel, guys. Feels like a comeback or something. So we are down to just 13 teams and 41 remaining, guys. You can see Mafia gangs going straight into RLXs. Now, whom do you think would be able to walk away with that prize pool of $100 for Edhuru's special birthday? Plus, who do you think would be able to walk away with the last chicken dinner? Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. Right, so now since RLX is unknown that that there are teams around these compounds as well, feels like they're flanking towards more safer grounds. You hold on to that particular location and give it a go against the potential threats that could come across. Now, when you're in a map like Erangel or Miramar, you need to ensure that you are very vigilant about your surroundings, because you're not gonna know from where you're gonna get shot at. So here you have it, guys. Nade being thrown over. IRCs versus the Mafia gangs, and just as the fight is about to begin, I am facing more technical issues. Well, what a wonder. So give me a brief amount of time till we sort this out. Right, so Mafia gang is literally in danger, guys. There's two men alive. Would they be able to avenge their friend's death, or will that be the end for Mafia gang? Let's wait and watch, guys. Down goes Chunky. Down goes Dila as well. Right, so with that, guys, Team Mafia has been eliminated. S13 is right about the corner. But so we are back on track again, and oh my god, this is not a winner now. So we can see we are down to 10 teams and just 32 remaining, guys, and team domination over here, having a go against the opposition team over here, the GGs. 2X's versus team domination, guys. Let us see who would be able to walk away, and down goes team domination. Well, they were dominating for some time till they were not. And with that, guys, Team EQXs were able to rise above the KOs and above the leaderboard as well, with a total of 7 eliminations. I'm so sorry, 7, but what are you doing? In a bush. Alright, so 7 trying to play cool over here, hiding behind bushes, hiding in compounds, like a literal warrior, guys. Let's not discourage him. He's giving his all as a solo man. I mean, his teammates ditched him, and he has to utilize whatever is around him, well, his surroundings. He's camouflaging into the bushes over here, and now trying to back away from the teammates. I mean, the opposition teams, trying to see if there's any way he could flank towards another direction to avoid facing the opposition team. We're down to 9 teams and just 29 remaining, guys. So if you take a look at the leaderboard, we can see at the very top stands EQX with 7 eliminations, S13 with 5, IRCs with 4, UNXs with 6, and Surge with a point each. And the rest of the teams will need to work harder to get more elimination points, or at least try to hit the placement points. We're still stagnant with 9 teams. I feel like IRCs would anytime hit straight into the S13's layer. Like, let's see. Not much of fights are happening. I'm quite surprised that it's still in stage 4 and there's 9 teams remaining compared to the previous map, of course. S13 sort of holding on to higher ground, and teams are literally spread evenly across sides of the map. If you take an outer view of the outskirts of the map, we can see DDXs might have a possible clash against the ARKs, and Mafia gang IRCs against EQXs. GG seems to be in a very safe position. We can see Surge at a very bad, they might need to get into the zone, given that we are just 50 seconds left behind for the zone to close into stage 5. And here comes the reactor and DDX versus ARKs. DCMs going straight into the opposition's layer of DNDs, and with that, DCMs were able to eliminate Team IRCs with a matter of 6 seconds. And here comes the third party. DCM's last. Here you have it, guys. Last man standing for DCM. He won elimination point somehow. So it's like he got the kill he wanted. Now he's flanking towards another direction. Smart move, solo guy. So with that, guys, we are down to just 8 teams and 23 remaining. Will it be the EQXs, S13s, UNXs, DDX Surge, DCM, 2Ds, or the ARKs? Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for to get that last chicken dinner for the day. The EQXs are literally leading the leaderboard with a total of 11 points, elimination points so far. Well done. Linked up with UNX, a total of 6 eliminations. S13 with 5 eliminations. Right, so last man standing, destination 7 gets a spray by GG's Dax. I think decimation is sort of an issue right there. Never mind. Right, so not much is happening at the moment. Kind of pretty upsetting that we're still in stage 5 and there's just 8 teams remaining. Now there could be some potential clashes against Surges versus the GG2Ds. Now look at that, UNX is right in the middle of the zone, holding it safe. very demure, very mindful of what is exactly needed to be done. There could be some early potential clashes amongst DDXs and EQXs. You can see Mafia PRM heading straight into the safe zone. Now it is an open field, guys. You need to use whatever is around you. You could use your vehicle, you could use whatever the assets, the natural resources around the map. I mean, it could be haystacks, it could be ridges, it could be anything. But then again, if you find, well, people like GGs on above grounds, well, that's definitely a no for you. That's gonna be the end of you. So which is 40 seconds left for the zone to enclose into stage 6. Mind you, the zone could be critically damaging now. And we're still stagnant with 8 teams and 20 remaining, and with that we are down to 7 teams in a blink of an eye, with team ARK is being eliminated. Last man standing DCM is also still alive, surprisingly. Wow, people gotta learn, you know, how to play like 7. Look at that. Right, so just 10 seconds left for the zone to enclose in, and we can see 7, literally. Even his peak performance, guys. Knocking out Minto as well. In a half-worn vehicle. Confidence he has, though. And he has going against Minto, and with that he was able to secure the elimination point as well. Now, mind you, the zone is very damaging, so it's best you get into the zone at any time sooner. You can see Napla has been knocked out, and instead of all of them, and they're still alive. Down goes Cycle by the teams are huddling closer to one another, and with that, team EQX has been eliminated. We're down to just 5 teams, guys. Who would it be? S13s, UNX, 2Ds, DCMs or DDXs, and with that, team DDXs has been eliminated as well. So we're down to just 4 teams: S13s, UNX, 2Ds and DCMs. Do drop your early predictions and let us know which team you are rooting for. And with that, guys, Mafia Venom has been knocked out as well. So we got Nigesh, Purem and Rios. I'm not quite sure if he's able to be revived though. And 7, our last man. Oh no. Well, he did a pretty much good job at least securing till the 4th place. So with that, guys, we're down to just 3 teams: S13s, UNXs, 2D, Reborn. Now obviously S13s are having more advantage given that all of their team members are alive. However, not quite certain as if the Venom could be revived anytime sooner. And we can see UNX is in a really good position given that they are in compounds. They have the uttermost advantage to themselves over here. Let's see, guys, who would be able to secure the last chicken dinner for Eddie's special birthday bash. Right, so we can see Devil at the top and the other member at the bottom. That's a really good spread over there, and Devil getting a spray against Nigesh. Beautiful spray by Devil. If one nade was able to connect to him, that'll be the end for him. Yep, he better be warned. I mean, just 10 seconds left for the zone to close into stage 7, guys. Let's see. Mafia S13 and Nigesh has been knocked out. Not sure if they're able to get him in time. Down goes Tommy. Here you have it, guys. S13s are literally dominating the fields over here with all of the vehicles that they have. They've even got a hover pro. A good vehicle, especially in a map like Erangel. And there you have it, guys. Ilhan being knocked out by Nigesh. Nigesh getting back onto his feet again. Full on his powerful energy. Right, so still down to 3 teams, and with just that, guys, we are down to now 2 teams. Versus the UNXs. Let's see which team you are rooting for and who will be able to walk away with the last chicken, guys. And down goes Nigesh once again. Theva with his spray, a wonderful spray by Theva. And here comes the rush for Team UNXs now. UNXs need to get into the zone anyhow, regardless. So that's going to be a very big disadvantage in the event if they are caught by one of the members of Mafia Gangs S13s. Um, what just happened to Nigesh? Alright, with that, so Nigesh has been eliminated, and we can see UNXs with 9 elimination points so far, trying to play it safe, sneaking around into the layer of S13s. So, with just 3 people left, guys, will it be a 3v2 situation or will it be a 2v3 situation? Down goes Devil, the last man standing for UNXs. Seva. Let's see if Seva is able to get a couple of sprays, a couple of knocks here, then he should be able to. And Pure is last HP, guys, and missed that. Seva in his last HP simultaneously. Zone is coming out and he goes out to the zone, guys. So there you have it, guys. Champion of the match. Let's give it up one more time for Mafia S13s. Well done and well played. Winner chicken dinner, obviously. So there you have it, guys. Last winning teams, chicken dinner. Well played and well deserved. Right there. So, before we wrap things up, we've got something even more special than a chicken dinner to talk about. Today, we're not just celebrating a paid, but we are not just giving out a prize pool. We are celebrating the one and only Edhuru, a grinder, a shot caller, a community player, and more than anything, a real one who's brought people together through passion and pure love for the game. Whether it's through clutches, calls, or just bring that energy in every lobby, you've made a name for yourself, not just as a player, but as a person. From all of us here, the casters, the organizers, the players, and every single viewer tuning in, happiest birthday to you, Edhuru. May your loot always be level 3 and your zones always be center and your birthday wishes always come true in game and in life. Right, so with that, we'll be moving on to the winning team. Of course, let's give it up one more time for Team S13s for securing the last chicken dinner for Edhuru's birthday special paid. Moving on to the next stat. So here you have it, guys. Your winning team stats for match 5. Rios with a total of 5 eliminations, Purem with 5 eliminations, Venom with 0, and Nigesh with 3 eliminations. Well done and well played, guys. That leads to 13 eliminations. Alright, so moving on to the next stat. Your match summary with a total of 75 eliminations, 69 knockouts, 4,709 total healings, 8 grenade eliminations, and 37 assists, and 1 vehicle elimination. Somewhat averagely pretty much okay sort of a match summary. Moving on to the next stat is the head-to-head comparison between S13 and UNX. So obviously when it comes to damage, S13 has the upper hand with a total of 1951 damage, 8 knocks, 13 eliminations, and that leads to 23 total points for S13 and 15 for UNXs. The S13s are definitely leading in terms of the factors considered here. And moving on to the next stat. Let's give it up for your MVP of the map, Mafia sections as 13's Mafia Rios with a total of 5 eliminations, 780 damage, 3 assists, 3 knocks, and 85 heals. Well done and well played. Alright, so let's move on to the next stat. For the match 5, obviously at the very top stands Rios with 5 eliminations, Takuru with 6 eliminations, Purem with 5 eliminations, Stella with 5 eliminations, Minto with 3. So there you have it, guys. Let's give it up one more time for Rios, Taku, Purem, Teva, and Minto. Well done and well deserved. Now, moving on to the match rankings, of course, at the very top stands S13s with a total of 23 points, UNXs with 15, DCNs with 12, GG2Ds with 10, Team Domination with 7, Decimation with 6, Mavericks with 5, IRC, DDX, and Surge with 4, Mafia Gang and VE Esports in Para with 3 each, our Alexis, Edhuru and friends with 2 each, OneBlood and OTF and EQZs with ARK with 1 each, Mafia Gang and Victory X with 0. Yep, there you have it guys, your match ranking so far for match 5. Now moving on to the next stat, the moment we've all been looking forward for. Well, let's take a look at today's matches. Of course, match 1 being conquered by EQZs, match 2 being conquered by S13s, match 3 being divided by VIPs, Mafias, and match 4 being divided once again by EQZs. And look at that comeback. Match 5 being dominated by S13 one more time. The match 5s have been concluded so far, guys, and that's a definite wrap. Before that, let's see what prediction you could make on which team would be able to walk away with the $100 prize pool for today's Edhuru's birthday special paid. Alright, so let's give it up for second runners up, Team Domination, with a total of 29 eliminations, 8 placement points, and total points leading to 37. Well done and well deserved. Right, so runners up, we have LFEQZs with a total of 38 eliminations, 2 chicken dinners, and 26 placement points, leading to a total of 64 points. Now is the moment we've all been waiting for, a virtual round of applause. Let's see who's able to secure the championship of Feather's birthday special paid. And here you have it, guys, your champions for Edhuru's birthday special paid. Let's give it up for Mafia section as 13s with 2 winning chicken dinners, 44 eliminations, placement points that leads to a total of 74 points. Well done and well deserved. And that's a wrap on Edhuru's birthday special. After 5 adrenaline fuel matches, brutal zone battles, and jaw dropping clutches, one team has risen above the rest. Your champions, your kill leaders, and the undisputed kings of this lobby, Team S13s. Also, Mafia Section S13. So they walk away with the $100 prize pool, but more importantly, they walk away as the team that delivered on Edhuru's special day. Moving on to your MVP of the overall map is, of course, Mafia Nigesh with a total of 18 eliminations, 1 average assist, 3.6 eliminations, average damage of 444.6, average knock of 2.2, and average heal of 290.2. So there you have it, guys, your MVP for today's Edhuru's birthday special. Let's give it up for Mafia Section S13's Mafia Nigesh. Righto, so moving on to your overall top players, at the very top stands Mafia Nigage with a total of 18 eliminations, following it up with Revo with 13 eliminations, Rios with 11 eliminations, Goody with 11 eliminations, and Perfect with 12 eliminations. So there you have it, guys, your overall top players. Let's give it up one more time for Nigage, Revo, Rios, Goody, and Perfect. Well done and well deserved, guys. Right, so it was pretty quite evident how teams were able to battle it out. Now moving on to your overall standings. S13s with 74, EQZ with 64, just a 10-point gap over there. DMTNs with 37, Surge with 34, RLX 33, EQX 31, Mafia with 29, IRC 29, UNX 26, 2Ds with 25, VEs 25, VNC 20, Mavericks 19, VIP 17, Para 17, DDX 15, OTF 14, DCM 10, 1B and VX with 9 each, and ARK with 4. There you have it, guys, your overall standings for Edhuru's birthday special. Well played and well deserved, guys. So that is a wrap. And well, definitely from calculated rotations to cold blooded finishes, they proved that all of the team members, I mean, all of the teams that participated today proved that they belonged to this special edition. And massive love to every squad who came out and made this event memorable. And once again, a huge happiest birthday to our dearest Edhuru. You brought the community together, and this paid was your gift to all of us. Until next time, GG's, champions rise, and birthday vibes stay strong. Signing off temporarily for today is your girl JLo. Have a great night ahead.